It's a painful truth that we're going to be faced with more and more extreme weather events. More storms, more flooding, possibly even more serious snow if you have the collapse of the AMOC, including the Gulf Stream. We should resist those who would try to respond to those extreme weather events by driving us further into the arms of the fossil fuels which are responsible for these crises. But we do need to act in terms of climate adaptation, and a crucial part of that is electricity resilience. We need to learn from, listen to the affected workers and communities who know what their needs are to begin to plan democratically for future disaster prevention and response. A bottom line point is that the state has a responsibility to provide reliable electricity for people. When it isn't reliable, every household must be compensated not only for the loss of power, but for the inconvenience and suffering. A worker in my office who lives in South Dublin had no electricity for 3 days last year. She received a cheque of €240 in compensation from the ESB. There cannot be one law for people in Dublin and another for rural areas when it comes to compensation. The ESB are now threatening to increase prices for everyone to pay for the cost of the clean-up, the exact opposite of the direction we should be going. Instead, we need low-cost, renewable electricity, free retrofitting, solar panels and batteries with no upfront costs, giving people a secure, renewable power source whenever the grid fails. We also need to act to build the capacity of ESB networks. I stood on picket lines 4 years ago with workers who warned me about the outsourcing that was going on, about the loss of capacity. Instead, we need to build up ESB networks as a publicly owned, publicly run, crucial public utility.